everyone, this is Amanda from Crafts by Amanda, and today I'm going to show you how to make some, I found some really cute fall napkins. I'm going to show you those in a minute, and we're going to make some luminaries. Now these ones I already did, but they're not dry yet, but this is basically what they're going to look like, and then you'll be able to put candles inside of them. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. So let me show you what I have here first of all. So I found these. You can get these, you know, just look in your grocery store or whatever, Walmart or something. I found these and these. And then I found these for Halloween and these ones also. So I've already done one with this and I've done one with this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you, I mean, it's so super easy. All you need is a paintbrush and some Mod Podge. And I actually I used matte and then some napkins. So I think this time I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, oh, and you need a jar, of course. So I'm gonna use this fall napkin. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the napkin out. And if you wanted to, you could, you know, cut the designs out, like cut the pumpkins and the leaves out, but I like that it has the tan, like a tan background. So I think it'll look nice on the jars, especially once the candle is shining through. Okay, so I am just going to, the first thing I do is I put a layer of the Mod Podge onto the jar. It's almost like priming it, right? So I'm just gonna paint a layer on here, and a nice thin layer, I don't want it to be goopy. All I want it to do is make it tacky so that when you put the napkin onto the jar, it will stick, okay? So I'm just doing the front half, not doing the whole thing, otherwise my hand would be covered in this stuff. So I've painted the front half. Now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this on its side, and I'm just going to line this up right here. Okay, and I'm gonna, see how I'm just pressing it in the center? So I'm gonna work from the center outward. So I'm just gonna kind of work my way up and just press it into place. It will wrinkle a bit because obviously a jar is not a perfect square like a napkin is. That's okay. And then along the bottom too. So all I've done is stick it on. Then to get we're gonna Mod Podge over the top of it also. So now I'll put my hand inside the jar to hold it easily. And then I start at the bottom and I just kind of put I don't know, like, you know, a medium amount of Mod Podge on there. You don't want like gooping and dripping off, but you want enough on there that it's not too thin that you might rip the napkin. Now it does cause it to wrinkle a little bit, and that's okay. It actually looks really cool once it's dry. So I'm just gonna continue to go around the edges. I do all the edges first, and then I'll finish in the middle. And then we'll do the other side. So right now, getting around the rim here. I hope you can see this. I kind of dot it like that just to get into that rim. But you want to see how it pulled up that napkin. You want to be careful not to pull it too hard and not be rough with it. Okay, so now I've got those edges. I'll do this side. Tap that down. Okay, now I'm ready to do the main design. So I'm using a really light touch here because I don't want to rip my napkin. It would really stink to tear a hole in your pretty design. So use, you know, a fairly generous amount, but use a light touch when you do it. So you're just barely touching it so you don't rip, but you're using enough pressure to move the Mod Podge around. And I do recommend using Mod Podge or another decoupage medium rather than like a white Elmer's glue with water. I know a lot of people say, oh, you can totally use that, but it also can yellow over time, whereas the Mod Podge and the other decoupage medium brands have, or other brands rather, they have a formula. The formula is made to not yellow. Okay, so now I have, and I go around the edges and just make sure that none of them are coming back up again, and just add a little bit more. Now I'm going to turn it around and just do the same thing on the other side, prime this side. And then I will grab my other napkin, and then we're going to have to do a little bit of trimming because it's too wide. It would overlap. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this. I'm not going to lay it down this time on the table like I did before because obviously it would stick and we don't want it to stick. So I'm just going to take it and place it on here. There we go, because you can still move it around a little bit while it's wet. And then I'm just going to kind of push it up to, this one's pretty close. We could overlap this one because it's super, super close. Hopefully you can see that. So I don't think anybody will notice that. So that we can do. But on the other side, it's going to have a bit of overlap here. So try to angle this so you can see it. I'm going to just go right up to, sorry, I'm going to have to turn this way. So let me get a hold of it here. Okay. So I'm going to move it right up. Actually, this one has not very much overlap at all, so it might be okay. I mean, the only thing I would cut off would be like that much. It's not very much. I might try it. Let's see. Make sure everything is covered. And as long as it's completely covered, and it will dry clear. For those of you who haven't used Mod Podge before, it totally dries clear. I'll show you again what they look like. These are not totally dry yet, but this is what they will look like eventually. You can see that it's still wet in certain areas. But that is it. It's super, super easy. I'm gonna put my face back on here again, which is a little unusual for me. So craftsbyamanda.com. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.